Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see MTP series 1, question number 2 for 10 marks. It's a rectification of errors. Let us see one by one. They have given the but say trial balance did not agree, and they have put the balances into a suspense account because the final account was prepared, and now they have asked you to rectify the errors and give journal entry and also correct the profit. So we have to operate profit and loss adjustment account because the accounts are closed. You cannot touch the nominal accounts now, as the nominal accounts have already been closed. Now let us see one by one. The total of the purchases book, one page of 5615, was carried forward to the next page as 6551. Okay. So now immediately you should understand the purchases has got a debit balance. What is your correct entry? Purchases account should go 5615, but it has gone excess. So in the trial balance, the purchases account has gone excess of 936 rupees. So now the total, let us consider only one item in the trial balance. Just assume there is only one item. So now your balance will be 936 rupees on the debit side because there is no credit, corresponding credit for this 936 because we have put this amount due to mistake. By error we have wrote excess amount. So what I should do, I should operate the suspense account on the credit side for 936 rupees so that my trial balance gets tally. So now I have to rectify this error. So now what I have to do, rectification, I have to debit to nullify this suspense account. So suspense account I have debited with 936 rupees. I have to credit this purchases account. But now I cannot touch the purchases account. So I am operating the profit and loss adjustment account. You should also know that on the trading account, any amount there is any increase, trading account, any increase on the debit side, these are all you should have in mind immediately. Any increase on the debit side will reduce your profit. Any increase on the credit side will increase your profit. Profit will get increased. Okay. So there is an increase in this side. So the profit would have come down by that. So I am crediting the profit and loss adjustment account. Now moving on to the next item. A sale of 462 rupees was entered in the sales day book. Always in rectification of errors, the first part will give you the correct entry. The next part only you have to correct it. So the correct entry would be sales account should have been credited with 462 rupees. But what we did, sales account we have credited with 642 rupees. Now I am writing in my trial balance. This sales account should go as 462 rupees. What I did, I wrote one more excess amount of 180 rupees. I am showing it in breakup so that you understand. So now against this 180 rupees, there is no debit. So I have to operate the suspense account for this 180 rupees. One thing you understand. So what I put excess of 180, so there is no debit. So I have put operated my suspense account. You know that the suspense account is always operated on the side which is shorter in the trial balance. So now for this sales account, I should have debited the customer account. Okay, so that the sales account would have got nullified. But what happened? The customer account is not debited. Let me come to first point. So customer account there is no debit for 462 rupees. there is no debit. So again, this 462 is also more in my trial balance. So I have to operate suspense account for this 462 rupees. Hope it's clear to you. Okay. So because customer account should have been debited, then I need not to operate the suspense account. But I have not operated the customer account on this side. So I have to put 462. Now the third mistake what happened, customer is credited with the 642. So there is one more credit this side 642 rupees. For this also there is no debit. So this is by mistake I put. So I have to operate. I do not know at that time why this is 642 is over. So I have to operate suspense account for 642 rupees. Hope it's clear to you. One more time I'll explain. A sale of 462 entered in the sales day book. So sales account is credited, but it is instead of 462 it was credited for 642 rupees. So I have shown it on the breakup. So it was credited excess of 180 rupees. First mistake is sales account credited excess. For that I need a suspense account on the debit side for that excess amount. Second mistake, the customer is not debited, so there is no debit on this trial balance. So I have to operate the suspense account. No debit means I need a debit. Okay. Again, this 462 is excess on the credit side. You can understand either way. So again, I have to operate one suspense account. Now the third mistake is that instead of debiting the customer, now they have credited the customer. So one more credit is appearing on the credit side of the trial balance. For that also I need suspense account. Now you see suspense account I have to debit with three amounts. So now on rectification I have to credit the suspense account with 642 that is 1284. I have credited. Correctly I have to debit the P&L adjustment account because sales has gone excess. I cannot debit sales account. So I have to debit the P&L adjustment account for 180 rupees. I have already told you in the credit side, if there is any excess, it will increase the profit. So I have to reduce the P&L adjustment by debiting 180 rupees. Now what happened? The customer has to be debited with 462 rupees. Correct entry. And for this wrong credit, I have to give a debit. So customer has to be debited with correct entry 462, and for this wrong entry I have to debit him with 642 because the wrong credit has gone. So the total of 1104 is here. Hope it's clear. Now let us move on to any doubt you can leave it in the comment box. Okay. So now going on to the third part. Now the third part is a return to a creditor. Immediately it should come to your mind. It is a purchaser's return. So immediately creditor account has to be debited and purchaser's return has to be credited with 300 rupees. Okay. Now what happened? This is entered in the sales return book. Sales return, what is the nature in the book? Sales return is debit. So you have debited the sales return book and they wrote you. However, the creditor's account was correctly posted. So the creditor is correctly debited, but they have made a mistake of debiting the sales return account. So now in the trial balance, this sales return would have appeared on the debit side for 300 rupees. So for this, there is no credit. You know the double entry for every debit, there is a corresponding and equal credit you should have. So there is no credit for the sales return. So what you have to do, you have to credit the suspense account for 300 rupees. Okay. Now you need the customer account is debited correctly. See here, customer account is debited correctly 300 rupees. this debit has come here and this debit has come here. For this sales return, I need one credit, and for this debit also I need one credit, so it is also not available. So again I have to credit the suspense account with 300 rupees. So now what happened, the suspense account is credited with 600. I have to correct it, suspense account is debited with 600, and I have to credit the sales return and the purchases return. Both are nominal accounts. I cannot touch. So I am adding it and putting it into P&L adjustment account. I am not writing the narration for time saving. You can write the narration. Hope it's clear to you. Now the fourth item, cash received from Geet. So always cash, never ever touch the cash, because cash will get every day closed and there will not be any mistake in the cash account. So 895 cash has been received and credit the giver. You have to follow the golden rule. Geet has to be credited for 895. She was not credited. Instead, one more lady, Meet, or somebody else has been debited with 895. So now what you have to do in the trial balance, there is one debit. Meet the debit is there for 895. For this, you need credit. So you have to operate suspense account for 895 rupees. Okay? Sorry. Mm, just a minute. There also I got this stuck. So now what happened? Cash received from Geet 895 posted to the debit of Meet. So you have to, Meet account has to be credited. Meet account has to be credited. 895. Okay. So what happened in the trial balance? I was right. Trial balance, Meet account is appearing as 895, for there is no credit. So you are operating the suspense account for this debit for 895 rupees. And see here, this cash account is debit. This would have come to the trial balance as 895. For this, we would have credited the Geet account, but it is not appearing. So there is no credit. So again, suspense account will be operated for 895 rupees. Hope it's clear to you now. So now I have operated this suspense account two times. One for the corresponding Meet debit. So there is no credit. So I have put the suspense account. And cash account I have debited. And for that corresponding credit, Geet account is not appearing. So I have to operate the suspense account. So now I have done already, the suspense account is credited. Now on rectification, I'll be debiting the suspense account and crediting the Meet, which should have not been debited. And actually we have to credit Geet, so we are crediting Geet. Okay. Now moving on to the next item, number 5. Goods worth 1400 dispatched to a customer before the close of the year, but no invoice was made out. Generally, the shop floor is away from the office. So whenever here what happened, the physical goods have been dispatched. Actual dispatch has happened. Sale has been already made before the close of the year. But invoice is not available, which is not entered into the books of accounts. So only when we were closing in the account section, we will be looking into the books of accounts. So there is no sale recorded in the books of account. Now let us record it. So now we cannot touch the sales account. So I am operating the P&L adjustment account. What is the credit sale? Customer account is debited or debtor account debited to P&L adjustment account. Hope it's clear to you. Now coming to the next point. Goods worth 1600 were sent on sale or return basis to a customer, and in the sales book it was entered in the sales book as a sale at the close of the year. But the customer had still the option to return the goods. So the sale is not yet approved. As on 31st March, this was not approved. So we have to revise the sale because the customer may not accept it. If the acceptance would have come, there is no issue. But what happened? First, what we did, we have debited the customer account with goods worth 1600 rupees and we have recorded the sales account. Okay, this is already entered and the books were closed like this. But actual sale has not yet happened because the customer has not yet approved the accepted the sale. So now we have to reverse it. So now we cannot operate the sales account. So I am going to operate the PL adjustment account instead of sales account. Debit. I have to debit this and the customer account is credited. Now, this, though this is not a sale, but the goods are lying with the customer, it is my stock. So I have to take it in my closing stock. So you understand, now it will go into my trading account on the credit side as stock. So my stock will get increased. When my stock gets increased, my profit will also go up. But whenever I enter the stock, I have to follow the conservatism prudence concept. You can call it either way. So what is the rule for that? All of you know that the stock has to be entered at cost price or market price, whichever is lower. So they say that the sale is made on 20% profit. Goods worth 1600, this is the sale value, and 20% margin is inside this. So that is 320 rupees. So what is the cost of my goods lying at the customer is 1280. Though the stock is lying at the customer side, it is my stock. So I am going to take it into my records account. So stock account or inventory account, you can write anything. Debited 1280 and this is going to my trading account. So I am crediting the P&L adjustment account. I cannot write the closing stock in the trading. So this will, because the accounts are closed, I am writing it into P&L adjustment account with the cost. Okay, hope it's clear to you. Now moving on to the seventh item. Here, an amount of 500 is due from Manas. Due means he has to make payment to us. So he is a debtor. So Manas account has to be debited. But this debit is omitted. Only this item is omitted. So in my trial balance, the debit is not appearing for 500 rupees. But there is a corresponding credit. So for this, I should have operated the suspense account for 500 because my debit side should have been short by 500 because I didn't write Manas account. So now what I am going to write, it is a personal account, so I can operate it Manas account debit to. I have to rectify this suspense account into credit. Hope clear. Now moving on to the eighth item, sale of goods to Mr. Deep is omitted to be recorded. Now we are going to record it because sale cannot be written as sale now. So we are going to operate it as P&L adjustment account. What is the entry for any credit sale? Customer account or debtor account debited. Here they have given the debtor's name. Deep's account is debited. To sale we can't write. So I am writing it into P&L adjustment account. Clear? Now moving on to the loss entry. Now everything is over. After this, the profit or loss would have gone to the capital account, of course. What all of you know that the net profit is credited to capital account. So now the profit and loss account, whatever the debit balance or credit balance, will be adjusted through capital account. Now what happened? I have totaled all the debit and credit balances and the net credit balance comes as 8436 in your P&L adjustment account. So now I am debiting that P&L adjustment account and crediting the capital account of Mr. But that's all in this rectification. Hope it's clear to you. You would have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, please like, share and comment. Do not forget to share with your friends, and any queries, please leave it. Thank you for watching.